Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this video we are going to learn about proportion and inverse proportion. So what is proportion? If two variables are in direct proportion, let's say we have two variables y and x. If they are direct proportion, so this is a notation we use to denote the proportion. If y and x are direct proportion, it means changing one variable will change the other by the same scaling factor. For example, if x increase by twice, then y will increase by twice. Multiplying or dividing by any constant will have same effect on both. So let's have a look at example. So the first thing first, if y is proportional to x, which means, so if we plot this relationship in a graph, right? Y and x are proportion, which means it's the relationship will be always goes through the origin. The equation of this one is something like y equal mx, right? So you can see that there's a relationship between these two. Actually, what we can do is instead of m here we will use a constant k. So y is equal to kx. Right, so this is how you actually convert this proportionality into an equation. Right? So if maybe y equal x, where the constant is 1, so the gradient is going to be 1. Sometimes y is equal to 2x. That would give you a graph something like this. Maybe you will have, for example, this is probably y equal 3x. This is y equal 2x and this is y equal x. Maybe you will have something like this where y equal half x, right? All of them, in all of these, y is actually directly proportional to x. So let's look at an example question. So please pause the video to read this question. So the question is, the amount of money Tina earns, which is denoted by y, is directly proportional to the number of hours that she works. Right? So when y is 91 pounds, x equal 7. So when she works 7 hours, she earns 91 pounds. So this is a directly proportional. So you can say y is proportional to x. Then you can convert this into an equation like y equal kx. Right, so the k is the constant that we introduce. What we can do is they give one information here, so we can use this information to find k. So y is 91 equal k, x is 7. So using this information we can find that k is equal to 91 divided by 7, which is 13. So the relationship between the money she earns and the hours she works is given by y equal 13x. So every 1 hour she works, she will be paid 13 pounds. So how much she would earn if she works 4 hours? So we can find this directly by substituting 4 instead of 3. This is going to be 52 pounds. How many hours does she need to work in order to earn? 104. So y is 104 and k is 13. And we want to find x. So from here you can find this x by dividing 104 by 13, which is equal to 8 hours. Right, so what is inverse proportion? So inverse, in the proportion you found that is something like this. When x increases, y increases. So that is the proportion, right? But in the inverse proportion, it is opposite, which means like when x increases, y should come down. So the inverse proportion, the curves looks like this, right? So when x is here, the corresponding y is here. But when you increase the x to here, the corresponding y is coming down. So when your x goes up, y comes down. So that is inverse proportion. So how can you denote that one? So you can denote this one something like this. Y is proportion to 1 over x. So this is inverse proportion. So which means if x doubles, y half. So again we can able to convert this into an equation like y equal k into 1 over x. Or in other words, you can actually rearrange this equation like x into y equal k. So when x into y equal k, then the polar graph will be looks like this. When x increases, y should decrease. Sometimes y is proportional to 1 over square of x. It depends on the equation. So then this would convert into y equal k into 1 over x square. If you plot this graph onto this one, what happens is you will have a steep, it will be very steep. This will come down very quickly. So this is y equal k into 1 over x. The red one below is y equal k into 1 over x squared. So let's look at an example. The force F is inversely proportional to the square of the distance r. So they are saying F is inversely proportional to square of the distance r. So what we can do is we can convert this into an equation like F equal k into 1 over r squared. When F is 4.4 Newton, r is 2. So what we can do, we can put that information here to find the constant k, 1 over 2 squared. So if you rearrange this one, k is equal to 4.4 times 2 square, which is 4, which is going to be 17.6. And the question is find f when k equal 3. So now if we know the k, so k into 1 over r squared, k is 17.6 times 1 over r squared is 9. It's something like 1.95 Newton. That's the answer to this question. Thank you so much for watching this video. We will meet in one more video shortly. Thank you. Bye bye.